All right, so here is a quick video on how to trace, cut out the Harvest a la carte designer template set. Now, here's the thing. Whenever you see these little cutouts, naturally you think, oh, I gotta cut that out. Actually, that is very few that we here at Kiwi Lane suggest doing. We don't really often cut those inside out with like an X-Acto knife or things like that. Can you, if you're in the mood? 100%. And I'll show you a few tips and when you do that to simplify that, because we're all about simplifying as much as possible. But for the most part, we actually use the outside as a template and the inside kind of as a stencil, okay? So let me demonstrate that here for you. So to start off with, I suggest that you just trace the outside edge in whatever pattern or color that you're wanting your beautiful pumpkin to be, and you can have so much fun. You can do white ones and yellow ones, and I mean, you could do pink ones or whatever you want, right? It's your choice. It's whatever you want to create. It doesn't have to always just be orange. So with that said, I always detach, okay? So detach. And then we're going to go ahead and do long cuts on the back ends of our scissors. Around the outside edge of the design. Okay, so let me showcase that one more time here. So I'm staying on the back end, and when I say that, let me show you the opposite of that. Finishing your cut. Don't do that. Just stay here and then rotate the paper through your scissors with your alternative hand. So whatever hand that you're not cutting with. So again, see how I'm kind of sliding to the back of my scissors as I continue to go. I'm not doing this. That gives it a little bit. See how that I just got that cut point, which I'll smooth out. That's why it can give you a little bit more choppy, because you're finishing your cuts every time instead of just keeping one elongated, quick cuts on the back ends of your scissors. All right, now, and that applies to any of the designer templates. I mean, the borders, the accessories, you kind of just feed it through. Again, keeping your cutting hand station, feeding this through and rotating that through that, okay? So that's cutting tip number one. Now with the stencils, like I mentioned, you could absolutely trace those out, use an X-Acto knife. I would use the scissors to simplify it if I was going to even attempt the cutting out for a layout that I was doing, which it could be fun. You could do some string if you open that up around those and do some fun little, small little details that could be a fun little impact. Now, with that said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use it as a stencil, and then what we do next is whatever pattern you want to layer on top. Okay, so flower or a yellow, I would do that. Now, in this case, I want the flower on top, but you can see that the flower is going to be hard to see because of the color. It's pretty much the same color as a pencil. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this and go under and then flip. And this will allow me to trace it on the back side of the paper. And so in this case, I'm gonna trace it on the back. I don't often trace it on the back, but because it was a darker color, I would do that just to simplify it and make it easier on my part. So I'm gonna trace those inside pieces out. I could have even moved those closer to save a little bit of my paper efficiency. So for example, I would have traced this one, and then I could move to this one closer, trace the next one, so the gaps between those. And then of course, when I cut them out, spread them back out. Okay, but either way, you could see now I'm just gonna cut out these little details. Again, sometimes it's nice to just snip it off and then do the details. Then of course, I would layer that on top. So let me do the next one. Kind of long back of the scissors cuts. See how I did that? That's when I cut it off. Whenever I notice it, I just like remove it. Okay, so let me continue this little detail. Now, is my curves perfect? No, it's not. But I have learned that over and over again, inking always resolves it. So I just kind of now know that that's the case, that I know that inking will pretty much, you know, hide any blemishes, pencil line, or things like that. So I just now know that I don't have to spend my time or my energy thinking, beating myself up based off of that, I know that I can just ink those edges to resolve that and smooth out those edges. All right. Here's what's fun about these little stencil layers, quick stencil layers. You can add some fun pop-up to that. You could do, oh gosh, you just can or not pop-up, but it's just so cute. Look at that texture in the layer, and it's kind of fun. And you might think, I don't know about adding a bang pattern like a flower pattern on top, but it really adds a lot of character and personality. And here's the thing, you get to customize these to your liking with the paper that you're using. The accessories, especially, of course, everything that you're utilizing for your pictures are coming from the paper. So utilizing your paper stash, but also they're gonna coordinate nicely. So you don't have to go searching for such an accessory set to build a foundation, to give a cohesive, you know, substantial page. And that's really where the accessory sets, designer templates in general, they really give you that nice substantial page for your precious life memories. And they still allow you to be creative. They allow you to expand on your creativity. They're going to increase your creativity and enhance it. I know that that's been the case for me. So really great way to kind of allow yourself to play, to create, and open up those different channels in your own creative mind, and you will be surprised. Inking, I will mention it one more time. I just use vintage photo and any type of dauber. That is pretty much what you see is what I use here. Oh, and then also a paper trimmer and my designer templates and paper, and pretty much here at Kiwi Lane, from all the pages that we design, and the design team and all the samples in our shops and things are utilizing these simple steps and the play to create method for scrapbooking. So hopefully those few little cutting tips have helped spark you in your own approach and hopefully simplify what maybe you were overthinking or overcomplicating. Let's not do that. Let's bring it back down. And really simple does the trick in most things, right? So simple and cute is the way to go. All right, thanks guys. Make sure to join us over in our community. And if you have ever any questions, we're here. We're here to help you guys from the spark of inspiration to the celebration of that finished page. And nothing makes us happier than seeing your guys' albums start filling up with those beautiful finished pages to document your life memories. But feel free to email us at support@kiwilane.com. And until next time, keep playing to create. Bye now.